they announced the Pixelbook Go, which is a more lightweight version of the Pixelbook, which I thought the Pixelbook was pretty lightweight as it is, but I guess you have more options now. I'm not exactly sure what it's trying to do. It's a Chromebook. It's, I assume, cheaper. I'd have to double check actually that real fast.
So it's smaller.
I think so. Let's just double check. It's starting at $649, so it is a few $100 shy of the Pixelbook, which I believe is $999. So
Up to 12 hours of battery life.
yeah, it's. I mean, it's a Pixelbook. You know what you're getting with the Pixelbook. They didn't really. There was not a lot of new features with it outside of just the hardware.
Okay. What's next?
Then they started going into the Nest ecosystem. And we talked about this actually a little bit ago, is how there was an article talking about how the third-party extensions for the Nest ecosystem are becoming outdated because they switched over. Well, now here they announced that they are actually working with these third-party developers to get their systems onto the new system that Google is using. But they are focused on security, so they have to go through security checks and there's things like that. But in general, they are working on that, is what they're saying, and they are working on getting those third-party apps into the new ecosystem that Nest is using with Google. They also talked about the Google Wi-Fi, which they have a wireless router and a modem that is paired with that. So you get a modem and a wireless router, very much like most people already get, but this is Google's brand. It comes with a very easy user interface to deal with. You use the Home app, which we've been using for the Pixel, or not the Pixel, the Home Mini, which is now called the Nest Mini. They're rebranding that as well. And the Home Mini essentially, or the Wi-Fi, they make it easier to control. Like you can set, kids' times. You could tell Google's to shut off the Wi-Fi, and essentially you get a lot of features added to your Google Assistant that it can do more with your stuff. And also with the rest of the Nest ecosystem, it just makes synergy more useful. What I thought the coolest part was the access points. Right now, with Wi-Fi, when you want to boost your signal throughout the house, you get boosters, but essentially those boosters are just creating a separate Wi-Fi signal.
Oh, so
and then you have different networks.
Them, not.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the phone should do that seamlessly, but it gets hung up, like switching between networks between what is. Yeah, and so from what I understand, the using, if you had multiple Wi-Fi points, you could just use that and it creates one seamless network without having to switch between the points.
I'm excited about that. I like that.
That would be really cool.
If we were getting
now, Google did have this already in existence, but now I think now they're just taking that, which I think most people didn't even know existed, and they're rebranding it under the Nest brand.
Okay, it is a better, I think, name for it, and so maybe if they're really best that way.
And then they talked about other Nest features like the Nest Camera, where you could get like some sort of subscription for service for online connectivity for the Nest cameras, and various other things about the Nest group. But the other big thing that they announced was the Pixel 4. And we might sound like we're going through a lot of this pretty fast, but they did too. Thank you for watching Tech Talks. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.